Good morning, everyone. This is the day we've been planning and working towards. Hashtag 4 parks, 1 day. We are standing at Epcot's entrance, waiting to get in. How's Mr. Miller?
I'm excited, but a little bit weary because I didn't have the best sleep with Mr. Lucas's snoring.
There's the monorail going past in the background. The plan of action for this park is test track, mission space, the ball, the golf ball.
What's that called?
I'm tired. My God, what's it called? I'm a Disney weirdo. Come on, answers on a postcard.
The golf ball will do.
Yeah, and then soaring. And then we're out of here. So we hope to be done by...
Do you realise all your podcasting friends are shaking their heads as they listen to you? They don't know the name of that ride.
Spaceship Earth. There you go. God, Benny. Quick reflection on Halloween Horror Nights 25.
There was a couple of hours that were very, very poor. I could have quite easily missed them. Run was terrible. That was definitely the weaker.
Yeah, half-hearted.
Yeah.
The people were... There were some good scares in it. Every house had good scares.
I think it's one. If you get scared, if you're in the line at the right time as to jump out, all of them would be amazing because you do poo your pants. But that one was just, it didn't seem to be themed.
It was very short.
Yeah. As soon as you were in, got a couple of scares and you were out.
It was literally a 3-minute walk through. What else would you say was poor?
I can't think off the top of my head. I was very happy with Insidious.
Insidious, yeah. Now, I think better than Insidious was that Asylum one.
The Asylum one was good. I'll tell you what I wasn't that happy with as well, the 3D one.
There was some brilliant effects in the 3D one.
It wasn't very scary, there wasn't much scaring going on.
I scared them severed heads. You're looking at them and then you turn round, there's a severed head in your face. I literally pooed myself.
Yeah. What was Big Bird out of Sesame Street all about? Bounced from the trampoline.
Yeah, but did you look at Big Bird's eyes? Okay, right, so they're the poor ones. What were the best?
Freddy vs Jason I liked. I'm just trying to remember what they all were now.
You've got the, and obviously Insidious. I enjoyed that. The Purge looked like it was Scream and it had been
you could tell.
Fitted in.
You could tell they changed their mind.
I didn't mind The Walking Dead, to be honest with you. Some of the zombies were half-hearted, and it does detract from the experience when you watch them all frog marching in. But I enjoyed that one.
Werewolf in London. We saw that when we came 2 years ago, and I heard that they'd improved it, but I couldn't see where they'd improved it.
Yeah. Universal as a whole, now that we're done with Universal.
It's a theme park that delivers.
Favourite ride?
Oh, don't do this to me. Every time I go on a ride, I think, oh yeah, I like this one, my favourite. And then I go on another one and goes, no, this one's my favourite. The new Harry Potter film's Boss. The ride, Gringotts.
Yeah, I was a bit meh on that, but the more I go on it, the more I enjoy it.
Yeah, I like that. Transformers will always be in the top 3 for me.
Transformers, yeah, I'll give you that.
Spider-Man's looking a bit... I liked Spider-Man last time we came, but now it's sort of like, if I never go on it again, I wouldn't really be bothered.
Ooh, controversial.
You got the Men in Black, which is always going to be good because you're always competing.
Yeah.
It's a challenge every time you go on it to beat your partner.
And I love Men in Black, me. Why man. I've got to say, I didn't like The Simpsons. It needs plussing in some way.
Simpsons was... The screen was poor.
It's going nowhere.
Was blurry.
It's going nowhere. They've put a land around it, so it's there to stay. It's got to be plussed. Maybe make it 3D.
As soon as it started and the screen was as poor as it was, I was like, they need to fix this. It's too blurry.
I was green. I got off at green. Now the one, right, my top 4 rides in the whole of the Universal world has got to be Transformers, number 4. I'm going to put Hogwarts Castle, number 3. I'm going to put Gringotts at number 2. And Spider-Man is still my number 1.
No.
You've got the content, the comic book hero content, and the 3D is pristine. You know, so that's for me. Your top 4, maybe?
I'd have to have them in front of me too.
I think the top 5, I'd have Minions in the top 5. Despicable Me.
Minions good.
Apart from breaking down for half an hour.
Minions would be in my top 3.
Top 3 for Minions? That's controversial.
No, because I do like the little fellas.
You do look like one, to be fair.
So I was yellow when I come off the bloody Simpsons ride.
Right, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of audio taken today. It's going to be a long day. It's 8:05. Park doesn't open till 9. I think they generally let you in a bit early, and the rides just don't open till 9. So, test track, here we come. Then we're going to Mars. Later, peeps. Right, we're back in the car. We're on our way to Disney's Animal Kingdom. We've completed our Epcot quest. We did Test Track.
Test track, very good.
We did Mission Space.
Very good. I was the navigator. I pressed the button at the precise moment and we landed safely.
I was the pilot, which is fitting considering I am a locomotive engineer. We then went and did Soarin'.
I'm sorry to say I was disappointed.
I got emotional on Soarin'. The music gets me. Missing me girls, that got me. Even that's Grandad's favourite ride, that got me. Grandad loves that ride.
Disappointed. I don't know why it's got such a reputation as being such a good ride.
Then Spaceship Earth.
We won't listen to Miller. Miller doesn't know what he's talking about.
Miller knows what Miller is entitled to his own opinion. He's wrong, but you are right. The queues they were 90 minutes. Let's just say, thank goodness Disney gave us a complimentary fast pass.
If I'd have had to queue 90 minutes to watch that, I'd have been kicking off.
You having a fucking laugh? Is that all it was?
That it?
So then we went and did Mission Space. Oh no, Spaceship Earth. Sorry, that's where I got a little bit arsey because it was a 25-minute wait. And how can an Omni mover be a 25-minute wait? I just don't get it. You shouldn't stand still in that queue, but because of the introduction of Fast Pass, you now have to stand still in that queue.
To be fair, you went in it long.
Well, we were in it for 20 minutes.
20 minutes is nothing. Get over yourself.
When you're on a 4 parks, 1-day mission, it's a long time.
It's not. You're just a stress head.
It's an eternity.
Stress head. 20 minutes waiting to get on a ride, nothing. Chill out.
My wife is kicking off on me. So, we're now in the car. We're planning on Dinosaur and Everest. And then Hollywood Studios. So, we'll speak to you shortly. Later. We're on Expedition Everest. I'm putting my phone in the pouch now and I'm keeping it recording. See you on the other side. go. That was Expedition Everest. Disco Yeti was in full effect. Right, it's Animal Kingdom done.
And at this time we're going to call for no further warning. Please listen to this important safety message.
That was moving. That's my second flu now.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Para su seguridad, favor de permanecer sentados, con las puertas cerradas, manteniendo sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro, mientras el tranvía está en movimiento. Y vigilen a sus niños. Gracias.
Please hold on to hats, glasses, or any loose items that could fall from
now
the
he's got to
tram.
walk all the way back.
If an article should fall, please stay seated until the next stop and inform the nearest cast member. Thank you.
That'll be our first stop.
Dinosaur.
Yes.
Cheers, my friend. Thank you. Dinosaur, where'd he go? So, what did you think then of Animal Kingdom? I know we've only dipped our toe in.
The two rides he chose. One was meh, and one was yeah.
For your safety, remain
No,
seated with the
Dinosaur
doors
was,
closed,
yeah,
keeping
acceptable.
your hands, arms, feet,
But I'm more
and
of
legs
a white
inside
knuckle
while the
thrill
tram
ride,
is moving.
and that is hardly a white
And
knuckle thrill
supervise
ride.
your children.
No further warning, folks. No further warning.
Para su seguridad, favor de
Different
permanecer
opinions, I think it is a white
con
knuckle
las
thrill
puertas
ride.
cerradas,
You get
manteniendo
thrown
sus
around. We
manos,
nearly lost a
brazos,
nana in there one
pies
year.
y piernas adentro,
Some would say she never
mientras
come
el
back out.
tranvía
Yeah, but that's when
está
you
en
tried to show all
movimiento.
else.
Y vigilen a
And then we
sus
did
niños.
Everest.
Gracias.
Everest was a good ride.
Please hold on to hats,
By no means the
glasses, or
greatest
any
roller
loose
coaster I've ever
items
been
that
on,
could
but
fall from the tram.
it got me gripping
If an article
the
should
guy
fall,
next to me.
please stay seated
That was
until
a
the
big,
next
he was a
stop
bear, wasn't
and
he?
inform the
See,
nearest cast
he
member.
was a bear.
Because if
you.
I start getting thrown about,
Anyone more sit back,
He'll anchor me
relax, hold
down.
tight.
And
he would have
Driver,
anchored me
clear for
down.
dispatch.
clear for dispatch, beep the horn, and away we go. Right, folks, that's 2 parks done.
Alright, folks, once again, make sure you keep your hands and arms inside the tram at all times. And if you lose
We
any
are
of your personal
basically on
items, please remember to
schedule.
pick up those items.
We've
We
got
will make
1
our next
hour
stops.
till our
Ladies and
first
gentlemen,
fast
myself,
pass,
welcome back
which is Star Tours.
and retrieve those items for you.
We'll see you soon.
And on behalf of the driver and myself, we hope you had a great time here. This is Animal Kingdom. Come back and visit us soon.
Right, we're in the 3rd park, we're in Hollywood Studios, and we're in the Great Movie Ride. I'm going to record this audio for you guys.
Welcome aboard!
As we're sitting in
At
the
this
front
time, I'd
row.
just like to ask everyone to please remain seated throughout the show. And please keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Oh, and be sure to supervise your children. For the safety of our cast, we ask that you please refrain from the use of flash photography and external video lighting. Now that you're taking care of business, let's talk about me. My name is Lowell, and I'll be your guide for this magical journey into the movies. It's a perfect job for me because I love movies. Is everybody ready?
Yeah!
Great, because the cameras are ready to roll. Ready when you are, CB. And we are rolling.
Already brace yourselves. Flooring it. We always have the best weather inside this building.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Lowell, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. We're ready for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the yellow brick road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular, Footlight Parade. Here's one of the most famous of all dance sequences classic, Singing in the Rain.
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain. Literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Chimmery. I love this song. Sing along. Wallets and purses, folks. This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood.
Here's the birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
I love this movie. In one famous scene, James Cagney shoves a grapefruit in Mae Clark's face. She would never look at breakfast in the same way again.
Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Get down. Is he done?
Shut up, you two. You want to blow our cover?
Sorry about the delay, folks, but I don't want to run a red light, even in the movies.
Hey, you. Hey, come here.
I'm not allowed to leave my vehicle.
I said get over here.
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand.
Mr. Osborne?
Bye.
Wait! Okay, Muggsy, anything you say?
Hey, how'd you know my name anyways?
I've seen this movie before.
It's hunting. If it's a car, it's mine to get out of here. It's so big.
You're making a big mistake here, Muggsy.
I said spin out of here. You gotta get out.
I can't you walk down the middle of the movie.
Get out of here, you sir.
Get off my Osborne.
Everybody just sits tight. Red lights against the law, and I never break the law. No more red light. Sorry, boys, I'm making my getaway. Give our regards to the warden, suckers. Hey, what are you looking at? Everybody minds your P's and Q's, and maybe you won't get right. Oh, this must be the west side of town, huh?
Western films depict the legendary American wild frontier, where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintained order in towns against the untamable wilderness. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
Go right ahead, if that's what you're inclined to do. A long time ago, I made me a rule. Let people do what they want.
Sleepy little boy, ain't it?
That's a mighty tough territory you're in, Silver. I think about turning back. That is one last thing.
Now that we're in the clear, this is the perfect time for me to collect up all your valuables. We'll start with the jewelry.
It's the bank robber. Don't let him get away.
Hey, I even work this day, boy, copper! This is nuts. Very nuts to this. I'm getting out of here. Well, look at it this way. It can't get any worse. Okay. It's worse. I don't know about you guys, but this is starting to get kind of creepy. Where are we, Jersey?
Science fiction has been a staple of classic movies, from George Méliès's A Trip to the Moon to George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Avery.
Hey, Cupcake, how do we get out of here? Do you have a map?
Warning, remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
The emergency response is now active. It will detonate in
Look out! What is that thing? There it is again! Okay, that's enough creepy crawly things for one day. Right? Wrong.
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Whoa!
Some of the biggest horror stars of Hollywood have appeared in the ancient story of a cursed Egyptian temple. A priceless jewel that beckons to all, but be warned, the temptation always leads to destruction.
Wow, get a load of that shit, guys. Time for me to get back to work. Good thing I don't believe in ghost stories. Don't nobody move, I go get the goods. I don't think they notice a few extra bodies around here.
I've seen enough movies to know that you really shouldn't even think about trying to steal that jewel.
Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
Not bad for my first movie, huh?
The twist ending. It just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now, let's get on with the show.
Oh. Things that go bump in the night have always been a staple of movies. One of the first horror films was a silent short featuring a dancing skeleton created by the Lumiere brothers in 1897. Both audiences and filmmakers demonstrated an early interest in the macabre, although the term horror wasn't used to describe a film genre until the 1930s. Well, it certainly is a jungle out there. Where are we?
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of them all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Weissmuller, who's won through 12 films as the King of the Jungle.
Over here we have Maureen O'Sullivan as Jane, and Tarzan's sidekick Cheetah, who was portrayed by over a dozen different chimpanzee actors over the years.
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role, In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
I've got a job to do too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of it. Look, I know that it'd be noble. It doesn't take much to see the problem with the people around my short beans in this crazy world. None of it, you understand.
And now, one of the most famous movie stars in one of his greatest roles, Mickey Mouse, as the Sorcerer's Apprentice in Fantasia.
When the film came out in 1940, Walt Disney promised to add new musical sequences in the future. His nephew, Roy, fulfilled that promise 60 years later with the release of Fantasia 2000.
We've come over the rainbow and into one of the most beloved and most watched films in movie history, The Wizard of Oz.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
The rainbow witch at last is dead.
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Rubbish, you have no power here. Now be gone before somebody drops a house on you, too.
Well, I'll bide my time. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
I wonder how we get out of here. What do you folks think? Which way do we go?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road? How didn't I think of that? Sing along, folks. You know the words.
From all of us here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we hope you've enjoyed our tour through some of my favorite films. But remember, there are many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
We didn't need that. We had faces.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Step inside!
start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Is it safe?
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Shut up!
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
He's looking at you, kid.
On behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the great movie ride. Now, please remain seated until this vehicle comes to a complete stop. Then, gather up your belongings and take small children by the hands. And when these doors open, rise dramatically to your feet and make a grand exit toward the rear of your vehicle. Oh, and one last thing. When I yell action, don't forget the thunderous applause for yours truly. Ready, places everyone, and action! Thank you. Have a wonderful day here at these Hollywood Studios. On behalf of all of us, we'll see you at the movies.
Thanks, Lowell. Right, Mr. Miller, as a helicopter bombs past us, no doubt evacuating a zombie plague somebody. Right, Mr. Helicopter, zombie plague somebody. Hollywood Studios done and done.
That's one for me.
We did Star Tours.
Loved it.
We did Rock and Roller Coaster.
Loved it.
We did Sci-Fi Diner.
No, it was nice. But what I didn't like was it was too dark. It felt as though I had to start necking you. It was like a romantic thing.
Well,
and I couldn't see me dinner.
We did the necking before the main course.
I couldn't see me dinner. Couldn't see what I was eating.
But after the starter. What was next? Great movie ride.
Something to do. I wouldn't do it again.
We'll see, that's one of my favourites. It's just strange.
But I've seen it now. I wouldn't do it again.
When we come in 2012, Robin Williams, God rest his soul, had just done himself in. And at that end, where he is, good morning, Vietnam.
Did you all weep?
No, he got a standing ovation. What do you think of that?
You stood up on the ride. That's not allowed.
Stop messing with the button!
Not me in, you bell with.
So then, we come out and we did Toy Story. Midway Mania.
Yeah. I haven't pumped that hard since I was a teenager.
And then, we made the scuttle across to the Tower of Terror. The Piece de Resistance. The new park icon.
Excellent.
And it's a random that's total random, so you won't get the same ride twice. The drops and the lifts all random. And we had a pretty good go there, I think. So we're now in the car.
Well, how does it alternate?
Different drops, different lifts, different various up and down. Oh, good shit, that. So, Magic onged them. We're now programming the sat-nav, really interesting for podcasting. Magic King. We're off to the Magic Kingdom, the fourth and final park. So it's 3.2 miles away. We'll see you there, yeah?
See you on the other side.
See you in heaven. I'm in heaven. Oh, what film's that off? Oh, The Green Mile. Oh, Mr. Coffee.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Throughout this presentation, the steering will rotate, so for your own safety, please remain seated. Eating, drinking, smoking, handheld usage, and flash photography are not permitted. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Oh, you're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a show called Carousel of Progress, which we are now about to see. Although our Carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
We're going to bow out to the podcast from Magic Kingdom with Carousel of Progress. We will have feedback on the Magic Kingdom when we get back to the hotel room. In the meantime, enjoy the show.
And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days. And I even hear tell about two brothers in North Carolina who are working on some kind of flying contraption. It'll never work. Closer to home, we've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And that reservoir keeps 5 gallons of water hot in just 3 buckets of coal. Oh boy, it sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new ice box a beauty? Look at that. Holds 50 pounds of ice. Milk doesn't sour as quick as it used to. And our dog Rover here keeps the water in the drip pan from overflowing. It wasn't too long ago we had to carry water from a well. And thanks to progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we've got everything we need to make life easier. Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene, no more gas.
Sarah sure gets to the core of the apple.
But we do have this new wash day marvel. Now it takes me only 5 hours to do the wash. Imagine, it used to take 2 days.
Well, that's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things
Like canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, dear.
Well, ovens don't just clean themselves, you know.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get the laundry off the line before it starts raining cats and dogs.
Don't worry, Rover. She didn't mean real dogs. Besides, it's not going to rain today. My lumbago isn't acting up. Oh, you gotta come down. All you have to do is put your wash on the line, right? Oh, well, the cistern was low anyway.
Wow, look at that.
Now, James, I thought I told you to ask my permission before using my new stereoscope. It's not a toy, you know.
Ooh la la. So that's little Egypt doing the hoochie coochie, eh, Dad?
Isn't she a knockout? She's the star of the new World's Fair in St. Louis, and and you put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
You heard me. Well, we have one of those new talking machines. Now, that is something. It plays music right here in our home.
Oh, Papa.
Yes, Patricia?
Papa, all these people. I'm indecent.
Don't worry, Patricia. They're friends. That's our teenage daughter. She's getting ready to go to a Valentine's dance across town on one of those new horseless trolleys.
I think it's very romantic you're taking Mother out for Valentine's dinner this evening.
Well, you know what kind of sport I am.
I only hope I have an evening as romantic as yours and Mother's.
Now, you be home by 9 o'clock, daughter. You hear me?
Yes, Papa.
Oh, well, with all this talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the drugstore soda fountain and meet the boys for a cold sarsaparilla. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're drinking root beer now. Same kind of thing, different name. Well, that's progress for you. And speaking of progress,
there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream that lasts as long. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horsehide like that new fella Babe Ruth. Jazz music is the cat's meow. And there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson. And he's going to talk and sing. Boy, I've got to see that. There goes Schwartz in his Hupmobile. He sure loves that horn. You know, in my new Essex, I've got an electric starter. Now I don't have to crank. We can travel from New York to Los Angeles by train in only 3 days. And we've got a house full of new electrical servants. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you'll blow a fuse. Drat, that's the 3rd one this week. I buy fuses by the case. And I've blown the whole neighborhood again.
Henry! He did it again! Go over and give that neighbor of ours what for.
Easy, Rover. Jimmy, hurry up with that fuse.
Shucks! Every time he has company, he blows a fuse. And guess who always has to change it?
I heard that, young man. I heard that.
Oh, well, that's more like it. John, yours is the last costume I've got to finish before the parade starts.
Sarah's Ladies Club is responsible for our town's 4th of July celebration tonight. She's got us all roped into performing in their program.
And I've decided we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the father of our country. That's a role that really fits me. You know,
I'm so glad we installed an electric light fixture here on the porch because it's just too darn hot to be sewing inside.
Yes, Sarah. You know, next year I'd like to go as Benedict Arnold.
Wait until you see what I've got planned for the fireworks show tonight.
Rover, don't interrupt while Sarah's interrupting.
And guess who volunteered to choose the music for the program?
I did, Pop. Listen to this.
Oh, that's a nice tune, Jimmy. You know, with our new Crosley radio set, we can get news and big-time entertainment from all over the country, even Pittsburgh.
We're starting to arrive downtown for a spectacular 4th of July parade and fireworks event tonight. Major reviews.
Oh, Patricia,
Yes, Father?
better get a move on. The radio says folks are arriving downtown.
Do I really have to go? If my new boyfriend Theodore sees me in this, it'll scare him away.
Well, dear, if that happens, you'll always have that torch you can carry for him.
Oh, Father.
Calm down, Rover. I was only kidding. By the way, we have indoor plumbing now. Oh, boy, that's really great on cold nights, especially for our perennial house guest, old Uncle Orville. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the help wanted ads.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Orville. You know, considering all the... Oh, coming, Martha, as I was saying, considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better. Just goes to show that there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy. Oh, and here's something else that's new. I just heard a new term today on the radio. Fella says, we've got something now called the rat race. Did you ever hear that one? It sure describes my life. I'm involved in something now called commuting. I drive into the city for work all day and then turn right around and drive all the way back. And the highway is crowded with fellow rats doing the same thing.
That's what they call progress, dear.
Yeah, I guess she's right. But we do have television when it works. Gives you something to do after you come home. I kind of like it, you know. Guy named John Cameron Swayze gives us all the news. And then they have all this singing and dancing. A lot of fluff, but it's fun. You know, I predict the day when millions of people will learn Latin and Greek sitting in front of their TV sets.
Are you awake, dear? Give him a lift, you big love.
Ah, yes, a new age of electronic civilization is upon us.
Hey, Dad, what do you think of my jack-o'-lantern?
Oh, boy, that's scary.
That's because I'm using my beautiful sister Patty's picture for a model.
Down, Rover. Jim, Rover appreciates your joke.
Now, you're always getting poor Patty. She's certainly prettier than either of you.
You hear that? My daughter Patty is using that old exercise machine she rescued from the attic. It was all the rage in the 20s. Grandma, of course, had to have one. Didn't work then, doesn't work now. Consistent, at least. Makes a lot of noise and blows fuses.
As I was saying, Dad, I think college is really swell. You should give it a try. Oh, Patty, are you going to the Halloween party tonight? Oh, yes. And I'm hoping to lose a few more inches by then, since I'm going
Oh, poor Howard. I wonder what they said about me when I was dating Sarah. You're lucky, Rover. You don't have to date. Well, we're caught up in the do-it-yourself craze these days. We're remodeling our basement in something called a rumpus room, and we're looking forward to a few rumpuses, I'll tell you, as long as they don't get out of hand.
John, this papering is getting out of hand. I could use a little help.
Now, Sarah, didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you?
Yes, John, you're a genius. Of course, this will ruin my food mixer. Not that you'd care.
Oh, good old Sarah. Always the last laugh. What happened, Sarah?
Oh, you and your progress. That paint mixer of yours just sloshed paint across my room.
How do you like that? I always say if you're going to be married, marry a girl with a sense of humor. Well, it's time to move on. Let's cheer up Sarah by singing our song. Come on, everybody.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away.
And when it becomes a reality,
It's a dream come true for you and me.
so there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow,
Just a dream away.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Okay, get ready. You're about to blast off.
Here goes nothing. Whoa.
All right, here it comes. Ooh, you missed him.
Hey, everybody, I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do.
Great. Tell the refrigerator to bring me a root beer.
Well, it can't quite do that. But I'll show you something it can do. Tree lights 30% brighter.
Oh, that's no big deal. Anybody can do that voice activated stuff. Watch it. Roar! Hey!
John, the oven should respond to your voice commands now. Give it a try.
Okay, here goes. Temperature to 375.
Temperature increase to 375.
Look at that. It even talks back.
Reminds me of certain people I know.
Yeah, right, Dad.
You gotta lose him, Grandma. Bank to the right.
Remember Dad's turkey last year?
Yeah, that thing really smoked up the place when it burned, didn't it?
We ended up microwaving frozen pizzas.
Well, no need to worry about the turkey this year. Not in an oven that will do anything your father tells it to do.
Ooh, good shot.
Did you see that?
Dad, Grandma's up to 550 points.
Did you say 550? Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
550.
I can't believe all the new gadgets they've got now. You know, in my day.
Oh no. You're not going to tell us about the old days when you didn't even have a car phone.
Hey, Trish, for a while we didn't even have a house phone. Not to mention laser dish, high-def TV. Everything is automated today, including that.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Oracle. Anyway, you guys don't know how good you got it nowadays.
You know, my grandpa told me the very same thing when I was a kid.
Take that, you nincompoop!
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975.
Temperature increase to 975. Make mode overload. Command battery.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What?
Make mode complete. Enjoy your meal.
Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey. turkey ruined. Man, what a game. I really smoked those guys. Looks like I'm resident flying ace now.
Best 2 out of 3, Grandma.
Later, kid. Boy, that was fun. What will they think of next?
Who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
Yeah, and maybe sometime in the new century, your father will learn how to talk to our oven.
Well, maybe by then ovens will read our minds. But hey, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey?
I do. I'm starving.
Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated, you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart.
And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me.
Great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Just a dream away.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit through the doors located at the back of the theater. Have a great big beautiful day. And remember, tomorrow is just a dream away.
Out into the Tomorrowland night. See you later for the closing of the podcast. Right, that's that then. We're on our way home. We're actually on the aeroplane.
Yeah, been on about 15 minutes. We're coming around with our free drinks soon.
So, just a little bit of feedback off the Miller Meister, what he thought about the Disney experience.
Well, all you Disney nerds out there aren't going to like it, I don't think.
Send your emails to...
No, I think it's... For me, it was... if you haven't got small kids with you, don't bother going. That's just my personal opinion. It's all based very, very strongly towards the young kids. And I know Craig loves it because Craig likes reminiscing about where they went when this happened and what happened over there and this happened over there. Remember back in 2007 when this happened? That's all boss, but I haven't got them memories.
It's all about making memories, isn't it, guys? It's all about making memories, magical memories, like makers, magical memory makers. So, the last park we did was Magic Kingdom. It's the most famous of the Disney World parks. What did you think of that then?
I thought it was dire.
I literally can't breathe.
Craig's was turned white. No, it was good. It was nice. It's a nice little fun little park for, like I say, young kids. There was nothing there.
Fun little park. It's vast.
Yeah, vast. Yeah, but it's not for... I wouldn't say it's for teenage kids or... It's just not white... I'm into White Knuckle, I said. It's not White Knuckle. It's all these cutesy little characters and that's fine. If that's what you're looking for, that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay, so we've got to pin you down to a ride at the Magic Kingdom. We did do a fair few. We did Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates again. A nice themed little ride.
Nice themed little ride. Walt Disney designed it.
Well, Walt Disney is allowed to get some things wrong.
Whoa!
No, I think...
Big Thunder Mountain we did.
Big Thunder Mountain. It's more up my street. Space Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit more than a splash. Yeah, so like I say, the other little themed one, Haunted Mansion was good, but it's one of them rides where I've done it. I wouldn't go back on there now. I've been on and I've seen it.
Oh my goodness. My favourite ride in the history of all rides that I go on countless times. You always pull out something new. Carry on.
Walt's Carousel of Progress. It was boss. I enjoyed it. Would I go back in there? No.
The history involved in that ride. Walt Disney designed that ride.
I've seen it now.
What about the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, the flagship?
Nah. Take it or leave it. It was alright, but same again, I wouldn't break my neck to go back on it.
And the people...
Give me Universal and Island Adventure every time. Sorry.
So, as a whole then, the Disney experience, everything, all 4 parks, one day, it was a bit of a rush. We actually walked about 12 miles, which is not a lot. But then we were only doing from point A to point B. We weren't meandering.
Yeah, my feet, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the photos of my feet.
His foot looks like the Elephant Man's arsehole.
I've got bubbles all over my feet.
Exactly like John Merrick's arsehole.
A few Klingons. If I was to be pinned down to any one park, I'd go back to Hollywood Studios. That's by far my favourite.
The park where everything's basically shut and is going through massive redevelopment and will be renamed shortly.
Well, maybe they all need a bit of redevelopment. Ooh.
That's controversial, isn't it, people?
No, Hollywood Studios for me was the best one, best park. I'd go back to that one. I don't think I would go back to any of the others. I've enjoyed going because now I don't feel under pressure by my kids to say we want to go. I can now go back and tell them, no, we'll just do Universal Island Adventure and have a couple of days of Hollywood Studios as well.
So there you go. Send your emails to podcast@disafterdark.com and let us know what you think. What would you do?
And don't hate me for not liking Disney.
Not everyone likes Disney. No one hates you. We hate you because you stink. You haven't had a shower for 4 days.
Yes.
And you've got a foot like a gypsy's bumhole.
They all need burst.
Right, on that note, we're going to leave you to it. Hopefully I can get all this edited together. And if you've listened all the way through, it's probably 2 hours of your life you'll never get back.
Suckers.
Shock it and see.